Okay, hello my Lunes. So we are finally watching their official MV for Back to Life. I haven't heard anything of like snippets or anything of that for the song, so it's gonna be me going completely blind into this, which is like, funny, right? But um so I think for as of now for me, like the album has not released, but once it has, I think it's probably dropped either later tonight or tomorrow. But I will be doing an album listening as well for that. But I am excited to see what this is gonna end up sounding like, what this is gonna end up looking like, because like obviously the thumbnail was Joe, right? But I don't know, I'm just curious to see how strong of a concept they went with this time around, and like how this is gonna differ from obviously their previous like Japanese releases, and also Warcry was, which was like their first Korean single, if I'm not mistaken. But we're gonna go ahead and watch, y'all. Okay, is my yes it is. Okay. Oh, not the fire. Ooh. Oh, come on, Maki.
Am I a monster?
Oh, chico. That scared me. That was a jump scare for me. Oh. Oh, I am like laying back with the memory. What? Back to life, like the okay, okay. Oh my god, these are background dancers? Oh! Ooh! 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 Oh, come on, Joe. Okay. Ooh! Hey! It's like a pack of wolves, right? Like, obviously. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god, he looks so good with the pink hair. Hey! Ooh! Come on, our Nico Jew! Ooh! Oh my god, these shadows are scaring me though. Oh, they're like being like observed in like a cage in a way, or in like. Oh. Oh shoot. Ooh. Oh. They're like scaring me with the jump scares a little bit. Ooh, Fuma. Wow. Ah! Oh my god, Maki! Ooh! Uju! Oh! Oh, 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 oh. Oh my god. Why is this giving me like Venom vibes? Oh! Oh! Not his shirt, I just saw it. Oh! I'm guessing this is them like letting the wolf take over, maybe? Oh! Oh my god. Oh, that's. Ooh! Oh, come on, Joe. Oh my god, like. Uh. Oh. Good. That's it. Are we gonna get like the always, always? I've been wondering if they're gonna. I know we have seen this already in their Go Blind, right? But like that just means that it is part of like the lore, obviously. Which is I love that though. Like that they even though like it was mainly like they're mainly based in like Japan, right? They're still like they're not like removing that as a part of them in the Korean debut, that they're like continuing on with that lore and like just making it like rebuilding it up for this, right? But oh my god, like this song is not what I expected. Like it's good, it's very not it's kind of different, right, from what we've heard before. But I feel like they were probably definitely going with the mindset of like obviously this is a new time to like test things out, like kind of try different sound, kind of go a little bit more like obviously like they did do darker for Going Blind, right? But like more like so like even more like darker, more like sentimental in that way, and like kind of try to like obviously draw in a little bit more like um appeal maybe to like the Korean, like more like to the Korean like fan bases, or like in or just Korea in general, because like that is the whole like point of this, like to like make them get a little bit more bigger, a little bit more well known, because like obviously like a lot of us already know about them, and like we have already said like, oh, I want them to be bigger than they are, like they have like kind of gotten a little bit bigger, right, and they're getting more attention, right? But this is definitely for them, like it's like, oh, because I feel like since they've been kind of labeled as like obviously they've been labeled as a global group, but then obviously they were mostly promoting in Japan and like mostly Japan based. We're like, oh, like with that in mind, like not a lot of things get out, like it's harder for like Japanese content to come out and like stuff like that. So with this, like for them, like to debut and re-debut in the Korean K-pop scene, it's a lot more easier, I guess, for like fans to have that, to get a lot more content wise. Like it's easier to like get distributed, and then also like since K-pop is like a big thing, it like makes them a little bit more able to get more attention in that way. Obviously, like some of us have already known because like they have been like they're from Hype, so like they are anyways in a way always in the Korean like Korean music industry, right? But like it's been like very like like not as like intense as this now, like with them finally getting like a official like Korean debut, whereas like before it was always like Korean singles, Korean versions of the Japanese songs that they already had, right? So this is like them finally like having that break and like being able to appeal that way and like get even bigger than what they deserve to be, you know what I mean? Because like we've been saying for the longest time that we want them to like blow up, and they deserve to blow up because they're so talented and their music is really great and good. So like this is like obviously a new like the whole point of the song being called Back to Life, it's like a whole like it's like a second chance for them to like get that a second chance exactly like a second chance to be able to like not in a way like completely start over, but like just kind of like build up a little bit more on what they already like have created, right? So that in mind, like the concept like is very befitting with what they've done before, like in terms of like cinematic wise and like story wise, for sure. I didn't know that I believe that the director who or the directive team that produced their MV and like did all the storyline is actually the same person that's been doing like a couple of their other like music videos in the past. So like I'm like, okay, like that makes sense, like they went that direction, because like it's still continuing on with their concept of what's it called, with their concept of the is it like the new is it not just like with the wolves, right? Like in the I don't think it's dark for them, it's not Dark Moon, I think it's something else. I think it is Dark Moon, but like it's not really, but like what I mean, like it's continuing on with that. So it's kind of like obviously reminiscent, because like Kay's at the alone at the end, right? It's like very reminiscent of is it Firework, I believe, or is it the other one? There's one certain track with where he has like that acting moment with that Japanese actor, like that they like have that whole moment, and then like it's K, because I mean from the and based on the lore, K is like one of the main like people in that, because like he's like has like a special like ability, or like what that all that, right? So it's just very reminiscent of that, and then telling the story of them kind of like I said, kind of either them going through like battle or something like that, or like joining like the pack, because like they actually have background dancers, which I'm like very curious to see how that's gonna go about for them promoting like on the music shows, which I will be trying to like watch not like all of them, but maybe like the first week of it, because you know the first week is always the one where they have the big sets and everything, and they get like a lot more like attention and PR that way. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the rest of the album's gonna sound like, because like this is already like, it was very interesting because obviously we got our Nico Ju always rapping, everyone else serving vocals. Maki was like, Maki does like dabble here and there in like the rapping, but I was not expecting him to come out in this part. I was just like, whoa, like that was not expecting that. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see what the rest of the album sounds like. But just keep an eye out for when I drop the album, listening to that, and then any stages that I will be watching. But I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next one.